So today we are going to be checking out a video titled "Why Do Western Tourists Pretend to be Shocked in Poland?" Um, okay, all right. Let's get right into the video. Okay, this is actually a very interesting one, and I'm really happy to be seeing this video today. So if you find this video interesting, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the channel, right? And let's get right into it.
Let me ask you something. Why do so many Western tourists arrive in Poland and act like they just discovered a hidden world? You've probably seen the videos. I can't believe this is Poland. This is better than Germany. Why is no one talking about this? But here's the real question. Is Poland actually surprising? Or are people just arriving with completely outdated expectations? Because something interesting happens every single time. People land here expecting one thing and leave questioning everything they thought they knew. And today, we're breaking that down. Not just travel opinions, but the psychology behind the shock reaction itself. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why this pattern keeps repeating across YouTube, TikTok, and travel blogs, almost like a script. Let's start with the simplest explanation. The shock doesn't usually come from Poland itself. It comes from expectations. Many Western tourists arrive with mental images shaped years ago. Old media, outdated travel stories, or assumptions passed around online. In their mind, they expect something less developed, more grey cities, less modern infrastructure, slower change. But when they actually arrive, they see modern shopping centers, clean public transport, renovated old towns, fast internet, cafes full of life, and that gap between expectation and reality. That's where the reaction comes from. Not surprise at Poland's existence, but surprise at how wrong their mental picture was. And here's where it gets interesting. Because the bigger the gap, the stronger the reaction. And strong reactions are what the internet rewards. Which brings us to the next layer. Let's talk about content creation. If you've spent even 5 minutes on travel YouTube, you've seen the pattern. Titles like, "I was not expecting this in Poland." "This country blew my mind." "Why is Poland so underrated?" Now ask yourself something simple. Would you click on a video titled, "I visited Poland and it was pretty normal"? Probably not. And creators know this. So what happens? Small moments of surprise get amplified. A clean tram becomes incredible public transport. A modern street becomes, "I feel like I'm in Western Europe." A cheap meal becomes unbelievable prices. It's not always fake, but it is framed. Because framing is what drives views. And over time, this creates a feedback loop. Tourists expect something outdated. They feel mild surprise. They express it strongly on camera. Audiences assume Poland is unexpectedly advanced. More tourists arrive expecting the same shock moment. And the cycle continues. So what do visitors actually see when they arrive?
Oh my God, I've never seen a more real video like this. Like this is what I keep getting. Like I never expected Poland is like this. Like girl or creator, are you not on social media? Are you not on the internet? Haven't you been seeing this country before visiting the country? Don't you know this country is like this? Why are you acting all surprised like you are not from this planet? Are you not on the internet? At least you actually, because I feel like if you want to visit the country, you should search the country, you should know more about the country, the culture, lifestyle, and all of that before visiting. So why are you acting all surprised if not for the clicks and for the views and for all? This video is so real.
First, cities that don't match the stereotype. Warsaw, Krakow, Wrocław, these are modern European cities with deep historical layers. You get glass skyscrapers standing next to rebuilt old towns. Trams running on precise schedules. Clean public squares full of life, not emptiness. Then there's cost. Many visitors notice that their money stretches further than expected. Restaurants, transport, accommodation, often cheaper than in parts of Western Europe. And that creates another reaction. How is this so affordable and still high quality? But here's the key detail. None of this is actually new. It's just new to the visitor. Poland's transformation has been happening for decades. But perception always lags behind reality. And tourists often arrive carrying an older version of the country in their minds, not the current one. Now let's go deeper. Not every reaction is purely organic. Some of it is performance. When a camera is on, behavior changes. Tourists become storytellers. And storytellers need emotion. So instead of saying, "This city is modern and clean," it becomes, "I was honestly shocked at how modern this is." Same observation, different impact. And that difference matters, because emotion keeps viewers watching. But there's another layer too. Sometimes creators arrive already expecting to be surprised. They're not just visiting a country. They're hunting for content, so they look for contrasts. They highlight differences. They emphasize anything that feels unexpected, because normal doesn't perform well online. And over time, this shapes how Poland is presented to millions of viewers who have never been here. There's another important factor here. Europe is not a single mental map in people's heads. It's layered. Some countries are automatically labeled modern. Others are still mentally stuck in older narratives. Poland often gets caught in between those categories. So when visitors arrive from countries like the United Kingdom, Germany, or the United States, they sometimes bring different baselines. Some expect full similarity to Western Europe. Others expect something completely different. And when reality lands somewhere in the middle, modern but distinct, that contrast becomes the shock. But from a local perspective, much of what surprises tourists is simply everyday life. Normal infrastructure, normal cities, normal routines. Which raises an interesting question. If something feels shocking to visitors, but normal to residents, is the shock about the place or the perspective? Here's where everything connects. A tourist experiences mild surprise. They record it, they exaggerate it slightly for storytelling. The video performs well, other creators copy the format. More tourists arrive expecting unexpected Poland. They find a modern country and repeat the cycle. And suddenly a narrative forms that Poland is constantly surprising Western visitors, even though for most people who live here, life is simply normal. This is how perception is built online, not through lies, but through repetition, framing, and selection.
Oh my god, guys, I'm not going to lie. This video is real. Like I said earlier, like it's hard to find people that tell truth. Like this, the Poland is actually telling the truth. Like some people have visited Poland countless times, and yet when they put on the camera, when they set their camera, they're still going to repeat the same thing. They're still going to talk about the same thing. It's not that Poland is not growing or Poland is not beautiful, but you shouldn't exaggerate it for clicks, for views. Like these things are there, we know. When it comes to food, oh, I can understand that. Okay, probably if you're coming from the US, with the rate of fake stuff right now, the food in Poland can be more fresher than the US, right? And some other little things, but not you acting like you expect a kind of local place, is a kind of local city, a kind of very, very, no, no, no. This video is real. This video is so real. Let's get back to it.
Selective attention. So when you see another video titled, "I can't believe this is Poland," maybe the real question isn't whether Poland is surprising. Maybe the question is, why did someone expect something different in the first place? Because in the end, the shock says less about the country and more about the gap
Something
between
less.
expectation and reality. And that gap, that's where most online travel narratives are born. If you
Yeah.
enjoyed this breakdown, you might start noticing this pattern everywhere. Not just in Poland, but in almost every unexpected country video online. And once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Wow. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. See, guys, when I talk about surprises, like me surprised about country, me seeing countries for the first time, because sometimes I check out like my favorite countries. Poland is obviously one of my favorite country. You know, I love to see videos about Poland. I search about Poland. I research Poland. I research the history. I research everything, their tradition. I've actually seen a lot of Polish cities that I have my own favorite city that I would love to visit in Poland. You get it? So tell me how you planning on going or visiting a country and you're not checking the country out, you're not seeing videos about the country or something, and then you act all surprised when the camera is on and on like that. It's just crazy. Guys, share your thoughts in this comment. Do you think all of the creators, their reaction are real, are genuine? I know some are actually genuine. I know some can be genuine. I don't know. But then some are really so fake. Even when they have traveled to Poland for like 3, 4 times, they will still like going to react the same way to the city, to the same city. I've seen creators like that. And I've seen YouTubers like that. Just share your thoughts in the comments, okay? I'll see you all in my next one. Bye for now.